Welcome back to the channel. So right there was just a little demo. This guy in action, and so far done a few hours of playtime outside, and hooked it back up tonight. Get her bumping. So as you see in the other video, I've had the bass set to -3. Seems like it's a little aggressive, but treble's at 0. Seems to be pretty clear. Very detailed. I really like these designer series drivers from Dayton Audio. I definitely would use these again. I don't care what size designer series I've used from Dayton Audio or the classic series. All of them have been fantastic drivers for the price. These are only 5-inch drivers, so it's not going to be as loud as some of the other boom boxes I've made with 4/8s or 15s or, you know, whatever combination I've had in the past. But this is just an oversized soundbar for home theater, so it's not supposed to, you know, be heard 3 houses away. The ports in this are 14 inches long, I think. And the tuning with the 3-inch arrow port is around 40 hertz with the calculated volume that I've put inside this enclosure. So as you see in the other videos, I'll link all of the build progress in the description. The chamber is separated right here for each side. And yeah. So doing some good break-in, and hopefully soon we'll get this amplifier going from Home Theater Direct. We'll plug and play. Yeah. Got that little DC audio level 1, 10. Knocking stuff over. We rebuilt that thing a while ago with a single 4-ohm copper coil. And she bumps already pretty good in a previous box that I built. It was actually on this channel. I was demoing another subwoofer from another company. Decided to throw this thing in there. Did really well. So this is tuned to 23 hertz. It should get down, and I'm kind of calculating with maybe like the roll off of the frequency response of this guy. This guy should pick everything right up and take it all the way up. So there's not much lows on this. Obviously, everything's tuned to 40 hertz. They're only 5-inch drivers. But the bass response out of this thing is pretty good. I'm trying to compare it to something else. It's not as aggressive as like the Harley box that's using 4/8s. Obviously, the other, the cedar box I made with 15s has a lot more bass. You got a lot more cone area. There's no replacement for displacement when it comes to that shit. But yeah. It's turned out fantastic. Man, this thing is beautiful in the sun, too. I'll put a couple pictures right here of what this thing looks like out in the sunlight. And then with the RGB LED controller, the client will be able to have whatever option he has. This was a Amazon kit for like $26. Got different modes, up and down the brightness. I guess I'll turn the lights off real quick. So right now, you can see it's kind of lighting up. It's my overhead shop lights. So you can really turn down. Let's just see if I go to that color. I can brighten it right up. So it's kind of neat. This was one of the first ones I've ever done with an LED light in it that wasn't just one color. Of course, that's bright. The other box that I did had some amber LEDs I had for a while, and I decided to throw them in there. It was quite a bit brighter than this. You can kind of see, it's so hard to see in there. It's pretty, I got a lot of dust on this. This thing is very staticky. It likes to cling everything, but the little extension pieces that came with the kit, I started the LED strip behind here, and it goes all the way up and over and pretty much 100% all the way around. So I didn't want to be able to have to stare at the LEDs. I figured it would kind of get annoying. So I'll kind of hide them and just use the glow. And then everything is spray painted black on the inside and bedliner on the inside of everything. I guess I could have done it white if you wanted it a little bit brighter, but I figured if you're watching a movie, the lights are off, they're down low, you're going to be able to see this, and you should be able to get this to match his accent lighting behind the television. This is going for an 85-inch TV too, so being a 65-inch soundbar, it's going to be just as wide as the TV itself. Anyways, I'll get another demo going of a different song. And we'll go from there. All right, hold on a second. So I like to use the copyright-free music. Obviously, the other song was a copyright-free music from No Copyright Sounds channel on YouTube. I try to use them as much as possible so my stuff doesn't get flagged. And this is also another song from them.
Close your eyes.
I think it sounds great, very powerful. Can't wait to get the subwoofer box going. This thing's gonna sound great. Really gonna fill in that bottom end. Like I was saying in one of the other build videos that I've done, or that I started with this, one of the first videos, starting to work with MDF, forgot how heavy this was. This thing is a freaking bear. I guess I get my measuring tape real quick and get my measuring tape, and I hit the record button, so. Bear with me for a second. So this is about 65 and a half. And we got, I hate doing this shit one-handed. It's probably about 10 and a half and about 10. 10 and a half by 10, 3/4 inch MDF, with some internal bracing, a 1-inch thick piece of walnut, some PVC ports, and the motors, the little magnets on these 5-inch drivers are, well, they're about almost as big as the rubber surround on here, so they almost don't fit through like the cutout hole. They're heavy little guys. So altogether, this thing is a behemoth to lift up. I would say it's probably all of 100 pounds. But it's been a fun project for this one. And same thing, this little subwoofer is probably, it's got to be close to 50 pounds. You got a 22-pound subwoofer in there. Maybe it's 40 pounds, I'm not sure. For the coating on these guys, don't know if I'd use the spray can stuff. I just feel like it doesn't go as far for how many cans I had to buy for everything to get it to work right. There's 5 layers of Bedliner on this to really get it built up. I put 3 whole cans just on that one, so 5 cans on this one, 3 cans on that one. Better off to buy some monster liner, which obviously you can get different colors just besides black, but that's got like a catalyst in it or a hardener that makes it harden. So this has to air dry. The other stuff, once it starts curing, you have to use it. And I'm gonna try to get one of their kits. Save me a little bit of money next time, and probably have a better luck with it with the roll-on finish. I don't have so much spray going everywhere and stuff too. Will help out, keep everything kind of cleaned up. Anyways, guys, the next video we're gonna have is probably gonna be in the client's house if he's okay with that. If not, we'll figure out something. But we're gonna do a review video on the Home Theater Direct. I think it's like SDA 200. I think it's called. This is their 200 watt. It's got single output in the back. It's 4 ohm stable, down to 4 ohm stable, and it's got banana plugs in the back. And then it's got your left and right RCAs and an LFE single input, which that's probably what we're going to use out of the back of the Sony 590. And this Sony 590 is a 5-channel, but it is 2.1 mode, so it is in 2-channel, plus it has the sub output. And should be complete with the HDMI cord coming out of the back of the TV to have that be fully controlled. So that's a wrap, guys. Later.